Greetings everyone, what is up? It's me here again, Tam Prime 1 with another video review for you. On this video review, we'll be taking a look at Transformers Legacy United Cybertron Universe Starscream. And I cannot honestly remember what class he is, either Deluxe or Voyager class, but either way, here we have a very much shrunken down version of Starscream from the original Cybertron line. He doesn't, for some odd reason why I cannot get him completely, flush with all of his parts and pieces. I can't get him flush with everything on here. Everything for some odd reason why is not precise alignment with him. Not precise alignment. Hang on for one quick second. Okay, I think I got him in a much better aligned and solid state. I just had to take him apart a little bit and just reconfigure him a little bit. But yeah, and also if you're wondering, yes, his fists are outside of his vehicle mode, and same with his head is outside of his vehicle mode, because I will admit, yeah, his head will go into here and his fists do go into here, but I decided to go original. And for those of you who are wondering, all you have to do is open up this back piece right here. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, wait, not again. Come on, work with me. Thank you. It'll work with me, more or less. Come on, thank you. Now just open up this piece right here, rotate this on back right to here. I don't think I can get it. But yeah, this opens on up to where you can flip the head into there. And the arms can just they will go into, the fist will go right into here. But first things first, let's take a quick look at him. And yes, I do have the Cyberplanet key still plugged into the back of him right here. And I'm glad they included him with his Cyberplanet key. Definitely a figure worth having, especially with how his transformation process is close to how he originally transformed back in the Cybertron series. And also, the one thing that they did not include with the original Cybertron Supreme Class Starscream figure is this right here, this little bit right here. All you have to do is just open up this down here. Open up his little compartment down here. Put his little rifle down in here. Let's see if I can remember how to do this correctly. You have a couple. You have these little grooves right here. They'll go into these. Will go on top of these tabs right here. There you go. Close that up right to there, and boom, there you have that. Weapon storage for Starscream's jet mode, and I think this is also how he stored his weapon in the Cybertron series as well. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. Now, so far with Starscream right here, really, really good molded details right there. I do love how they made him put him into his, made him as a reminiscent of his Cybertron jet mode, but I do wish they would have made sure these turrets could rotate on up. That would have been nice, and also paint them like the dark blue they were, and also maybe these turrets right here, just making them a silver color. That would have been nice as well. And also, he has this little, he does not have his cannon, but he has this two little swords in here, which you can see can flip on out while in vehicle mode. They never did do this for Starscream in his vehicle mode at all. I am not for sure why. But quite frankly, I do like the reminiscent of him, with his blades first before this one gets broken off, and then broken off by Snarl, and then it's replaced by the Cyberplanet keys in the Omega Lock by the power of by Promise's own power. But quite frankly, we had no idea what was actually going on right there in that volcano, did we? And not to mention, he became gigantic. Good thing he was not a member of Gigantian. But still, I do like this right here. The nice little purple cockpit and everything. His wings can go his wings are flexible right there, and also much like the original version, these can pop off if you wish to pop one off. But yeah, very nicely done. And also, if you're wondering, he does not have any landing gear on the bottom. Unfortunately, he does not have any form of landing gear down there at all. Hang on for a second. Sorry about that. I had to go take care of something real fast. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and do a little quick size comparison with Starscream right there. Now, first things first, we're going to go ahead and do up some of the Cybertron crew. We're going to go ahead and do Override and Hotshot. See how they size with him. Along with Sideways and the other Sideways. See how they go with him. Whoops. His wing came off. I'll take care of that in a second. And now, since I do not have a Cybertron version, since they have not released any Cybertron versions of Megatron, here he is with the Armada Megatron, and I'm also going to put him with Armada Starscream. They have those. And speaking of Cybertron Megatron, here he is with Cybertron Megatron. Like comparing this leader class to so many others. Right? Here we go. And also, last but not least, here he is with his original massive version. Like you can see, like how much they've changed on him right here. You definitely tell how much they've changed, including like I noticed they did not put on the gold nor the crown. That would have been nice. That would have been nice for him to include the crown. The back piece for his little cyber key power and everything else. The bottom section. Like y'all can definitely tell how much they have changed with both figures. And also the Decepticon symbols are not on his wings. They did not make his wings big enough for the Decepticon symbols like this one right here. Yeah, they have him right there. Now for the transformation sequence, we're gonna go ahead and just do all this stuff right here. Go ahead and open up this right here, the bottom panel. There you go. I do not know why I put my thumb there earlier. Here we go. Put the gun off to the side. Keep these open right here. And also go ahead and tab the feet from down here. Now these legs will tab into these. The knee section will tab right here into the arm, right into the arm area right there, so that way it'll remain secure in vehicle mode. Bring it on down to here. Same thing with this side right here. Untab that, rotate on down, rotate this on up, rotate this all the way on over and all the way onto the back, and that will go into the little groove section right there. That's secure. Rotate this around, rotate this on down, rotate this on in, and right into the... Whoops, it's a little lopsided. Hang on for a second. Somehow this came on out. There we go. And just tab that in. I think that was the problem right there. This thing was out a bit. I don't know how that happened. I'm not for sure how that happened. But I'm going to take his toe right here, the cone of his jet, rotate this on in right there, and rotate this heel spur back right there, take this heel spur, rotate it back right there as well, and also there's like a little peg that will go into that little slot right there for the vehicle mode. There you go. Now there we have that, and go ahead and like with his arms right here, what you want to do is you want to rotate this on down, and I noticed how that lagged a little bit. My apologies right there. Unpeg this arm right here as well. Now I want to show you all this right here. Now go ahead and rotate this all the way on down right here, and this tab will go into that little slot right there. There you go. And go ahead on tab the two tail fins. There you go. Rotate these things on down right here. And also with this right here, if I'm able to do this the right way, you can there it goes. You can just rotate his head right back into there, and right there is they put this little thing right there, probably just to fill in the gap of his head, but quite frankly, I prefer to have his head out like that right there. Tab that back into place. Rotate his arms into place right here. Rotate his arms into place right here. There you go. His waist has rotation. He has rotation. Now, what we're going to do is we want to rotate this arm around right here and rotate his fist around right there. Now, I will go ahead and show you all this. Like for his jet mode, you want to go ahead and take his, there it goes. Rotate his fist on over right here, then rotate that on it. If you want to do this right here, you can do this if you want to. That way it conceals the fist, but for me, I like to keep it on out to be as original as possible. Take his other arm right here, rotate this around, there you go, and rotate the fist around as well, there you go. And quite frankly, like, oh wait, here we go. There we are. And right there, if I'm not forgetting anything else, this is Starscream in his robot mode right here. In his little robot mode, you can take his little gun, plug it into his fist, right there, and you can just be like bang, 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 bang. I forgot to bring up an effect. Wait, hang on for a second. I might be able to go get one from downstairs. Hang on for a second. Now for the effect. Let's see if this will plug onto here. And it is effect compatible, so you can use the effect piece on Starscream right here if you wish to do so. Bang, 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 bang. There you have that. Unplug that right there. So yeah, that's really nifty. Or if you want to, just take the Cyber Planet key out of the back. And you can plug it into this gun. I do like this little nifty feature right here. Plug it into his... Wait. Whoops. Oh boy. It slid across the table. Plug in right there. And even though I knew I should have grabbed up more of, I knew I should have grabbed up like some more, but you can like give him like a big bang. That way he can blast any and all Autobots, or if he wishes to join the Autobot side, blast Decepticons. So yeah, you have that. I'm going to put this, my address back right here once more, and to showcase his Cyber Key power. In robot mode, there's one blade, and here comes the other blade. I'm surprised that they didn't make it to where like you could like interchange, like you could like to where like you could take this blaster off and like slide it over this blade right here. That would have been a nifty feature and a nod to whenever he got battle damaged, or just like make it to where like you could remove the whole blade and just like take this gun right here. And just take a piece of this gun off and just put it right there as a nod back to his Cybertron version. Unless, of course, if you can possibly do that right there, I strongly doubt it. Hang on for a second. This thing can come on off. Wow. Okay, so it's on there tight. Wow. Okay, so I guess we won't be able to see that right there. But if I'm looking at this correctly, yeah, that little hole right there won't be able to like. Yeah, that's a wee bit larger for that little hole right there. But yeah, his little Cyber Key power. Gah. I think I'll take out his gun. And gah. Also, for his robot mode right here, these things are like on a bit of a hinge, so you can adjust them just like slightly, like very. There we go. That I did not know about. I did not know about this right here. You could like take these and bring them on down if you want to do so. I think for jet mode or robot mode, they have that. You can just do that right there with them. His head is on a bit of a ball joint right there. His legs can go back, forward, bend at the knee, especially for transformation. His arms are double jointed for the transformation process. You can see the double joint right there. And also, you can bring his arms forward for him to reach. According to this thing, I reached my maximum limit of recording, but I had a little bit of time left. But yeah. I'm going to try to finish this on up as much as possible. But yeah, I will say this, like there's not much left to showcase of Starscream right here in his robot mode, but still a very nice little robot mode right there, very nice little robot mode. Like, yeesh, I had like at least a few minutes left. I knew I should have dumped the other file real soon. But let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. Here he is with Cybertron Hotshot, Cybertron Override. We have those two. He is with both sideways. They have that. Here he is with the Armada version of Starscream. Here you have that. Here he is with the Armada Megatron and the Cybertron Megatron. See how those two fit into the picture right there. There we go. And here he is with his massive previous version of Cybertron Starscream. Very, very Titan class right there. I won't be surprised if they decide to make a Titan. Well, they've already made this version. Why they make a Titan class? I know they're doing that with Grimlock for the Studio Series, but I'm not going to go further into that. And I'm thinking there's like a bit of a storage for his gun. I think there is. I think it's right back here somewhere, I think. I think you, oh yeah, you can plug his gun right back into there if you wish to do so for storage. Or possibly just put it right to there, plug it into the back right there. extra booster, an extra booster right there. You see that? Right there. So yeah, they have that. They have that. And that is basically it for Cybertron Universe Starscream from the Legacy United line. Now, if you wish to have this figure in your collection, you can probably still find one on Hasbro Pulse, maybe TF Source or Big Bad Toy Store, or possibly online on eBay somewhere, maybe possibly, or a comic book shop nearby, who knows. But best of luck trying to find this guy right here. I'm not for sure how available he is. And if you all have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe with me and Richmaker, and check me out on social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord, and so on. I really got to slow down my speech pattern. Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord, and so on. And until next time, everyone, I'm Tim Rodman, and I'll be signing off right now. So, peace out!